I am so excited every chance I get to connect with justice impacted people and try to help those people realize, hey, you might be in a crisis right now, but that's not going to stop you from reaching your highest potential. The only thing that's going to stop you from reaching your highest potential is your commitment to sowing seeds for excellence. I think it was that I like to quote the basketball coach Bobby Knight, who used to say, "Everybody has the will to win, but not everybody has the will to prepare to win." That's one of the reasons we publish these daily journals, is we want to show people what does it take to truly prepare to win. It takes commitment. It takes somebody who's willing to do the work to say, if I do this, I'm going to get the result that I want. And the result that I want is to see more people coming out of prison with their dignity intact and with opportunities to prosper. We advocate and say, if somebody has a place to live, a pathway to employment, support system in the past, a very well-documented release plan, that person might be better served on a work release program. But building that message, it requires us to overcome the challenges of many cynical people. And that's why we built prisonprofessorstalent.com, because we want to profile you. We want to profile justice-impacted people who have made a commitment to success, who have made a commitment to say, I am working to reach my highest potential. I am working to get to reach the best potential of myself. Those are the lessons that leaders taught me. And it's what I'll cover a little bit in today's journal entry that I'm going to be sharing with hundreds of thousands of people in prison. It's never too early and it's never too late to begin sowing seeds for a pathway to success. So this is the journal entry today for July the 16th. It's a Sunday, and I am working and excited. Journals open opportunities to collaborate. And in today's entry, I'll offer insight that I hope our community can use. Number one, journaling opened opportunities that empowered me while I served my sentence. Number two, they allowed me to build a relationship and relationships that helped me overcome complications. Number three, once I got out, the journals influenced my liberty and income. As a critical thinking exercise, readers may want to venture a guess as to how. How did journaling get those outcomes? Or they can continue on with the lesson and just read through the journal. Or I'll just read it for you. Let's start with opening opportunities. Those who read Earning Freedom may recall that I devised a plan to guide me through my first decade in prison. By the time I served 10 years, I wanted to earn a university degree, publish at least one article or chapter or book, and find 10 people who would advocate on my behalf. Those three prongs became a compass for me. I would consult my compass when taking a step or making a choice. Every decision came with an opportunity cost, and I always tried to work toward what I thought would help me prepare for success upon release. Since I knew what I wanted within 10 years, I could reverse engineer the progress I should make. The daily journals became my accountability metrics. I could see whether I was on track and making progress or whether I needed to adjust my activities. In December, I set goals I wanted to achieve the following year. The daily journals would keep me on track. I'd write a quarterly report at the end of March, June, and September. At the end of the year, I'd write an annual report. I learned that strategy by watching CNBC. Business leaders devised accountability tools to help them measure progress. Their progress helped them stay on track and create value. My daily journals would help me do the same thing. They empowered me. Instead of dwelling over how I would get through 10 years or a 45-year sentence, I grew stronger by seeing the progress I could make each day. Building relationships. I built credibility by documenting the daily progress and showing how each step related to a greater goal. The journal became a tool or a tactic. I could use the journal to persuade others to see me differently. Although I could not change my conviction or sentence length, I could influence how others perceived me. Since I didn't want my criminal conviction to define my life, I devised the journaling strategy to show how I could master and grow through crisis. When I encountered people I wanted to bring into my network, I could show them copies of my daily journal, quarterly reports, or annual report. Those resources became an opportunity to reframe perceptions. People like Professor Joan Petersilia of Stanford Law School invited me to publish with her. Had I not written the daily journals or shared my reports with her, I would not have developed that relationship while I served my sentence. A relationship with a distinguished professor from Stanford Law School helped me overcome many complications. It also helped me to open relationships with other influential people. Liberty and income. As a result of the journals, San Francisco's major newspaper, the Chronicle, showed an interest in me when I got out. The editor reached out and asked if the newspaper could profile my story. People in San Francisco, he said, would find interest in what it was like to return to society after multiple decades in prison. Had it not been for the daily journals, the editor of a major newspaper would not have known me. Had he not known me, the newspaper would not have published a story about how I prepared for success after prison on the front page. Because of that front page article in a major newspaper, many more opportunities opened. It influenced San Francisco State University to invite me to become a professor. It opened opportunities for me to invest in real estate. And it helped my probation officer grant me a higher level of liberty, including the ability to travel domestically without permission, the ability to work as an entrepreneur, and the ability to advocate for reforms and work with other justice-impacted people. Journaling helped me prepare for success upon release. It is the reason I continue journaling today. To create opportunities out of nothing, we must show how our success results from daily commitment. In what ways are you memorializing your daily commitment to a pursuit of excellence? Our community at prisonprofessorstalent.com opens opportunities to memorialize your preparations. If you'd like to publish your profile, email our team, interns at prisonprofessorstalent.com. Prison Professors Charitable Corporation, 32565 Golden Lantern Street, B-1019 in Dana Point, California, 92629. That's 818-237-3460. That is a number I give only for people in prison primarily because we are a virtual corporation, right? As you can see, I work from home. I've got my microphone. I've got the internet. I'm creating and working all the time, every day, but I'm never asking anybody to do anything that I didn't do. This is a strategy I use to help people in crisis figure out, how do I reinvent myself? How do I build something better? The sooner you could start answering those questions, the faster you're going to start restoring confidence and feeling as if you are on the pathway to your success. And that's what we're all about. If you look, you should look, for those of you who have the ability to listen to this video, even if you're in prison, you might not be able to see the internet, but I can show you. I can show you what it looks like to document a pathway to success, right? You could go to this website, Prison Professors Talent, and in it, what you'll see is this story of what does it take to change the culture of the Bureau of Prisons. What does it take to build an effective plan? What does it take to persuade best-in-class employers to hire formerly incarcerated people? All of those are tactics. You could see that a person has to invest time and energy. And in my case, it was reading about other formerly incarcerated people that became successful that inspired me, and that's why I write so many assets and workbooks and courses to help people in prison learn how to prepare. Because life is about resilience. It's about making plans, setting priorities, creating tools, developing tactics, building resources, measuring progress, executing the plan. That's what you see from my friends like Halim Flowers, Adam Clausen, Tommy Walker, all guys who were serving multiple life sentences, but that are now home and successful. Our message is about preparing for success after release, not about talking about success. It's about preparing. And that's why we offer scholarships. And our scholarships make it possible for people in custody to participate even though they don't have any financial resources. We are doing this in a manner that is hoping to inspire people to want to become sponsors of our programs. And we've got a whole program that will allow them to do it. It all goes to our nonprofit, and the nonprofit shows what we do, how we try to teach people in prison, what resources we give away. And then, of course, we work together with the Bureau of Prisons, the California Department of Corrections, and many, many other organizations. And that's what encourages people to choose a plan that's right for them if they want to donate. And there's never a hard sell here, right? They can choose anything they want. They don't have to choose anything. I don't care. My own company donates 10% of revenues to our nonprofits so that we can give things away. And, we profile everything that we're doing. In fact, if you scroll down to the bottom, when we're building this, we're even showing the recipient. So when somebody makes a donation, we profile that here so that they can follow along. And we just want you to recognize we are deeply committed to trying helping change the system so that we can, bring laws that incentivize a pursuit of excellence. I didn't get out of prison one day early. I mean, I knew I was going to, I didn't know what would happen. I knew that change would come and that I would work toward bringing changes. But I didn't know it was all going to kind of start the day I finished serving 9,500 days in prison. So I work every day. I'm going to ask you to join me, be a part of the solution, not one of these people that are complaining all the time and crying and victimizing, but focus on what you can do to reach your highest potential. I would never ask anybody to do anything I didn't do. My name is Michael Santos. I'm the founder of Prison Professors, and I believe in you.